Righto, home we go. Here we go, folks. Day 9. Look out, coming through. There you go, mate. Oh, traffic again. What a surprise. It's Friday the 22nd of October 2021 and I just said it was Friday. Beer o'clock has arrived, and after the day I've had today, I'm going to enjoy everyone. Oh. Now, what happened yesterday? I don't remember. I just wasn't in a good place, let's put it that way. And I really just didn't want to pretend I wasn't in a good place, so I didn't make a video. Today I'm in a lot better place, although I'm pretty sore. I had to lift a whole heap of tiles in one of the units at the place where I work, which means a lot of on your knees and bending in places and ways I'm not used to bending. Holy shit, the traffic's backed up to 300 metres from the roundabout. This is nuts. This road, this Hursley Road that we're heading east on, is a fairly major connection road now to what's known as the Wellcamp Airport. I don't know if that's increasing the traffic. I know all out through that way it's becoming more industrialised, commercialised area, so that might have something to do with it, I'm not real sure. But that's the furthest back I've ever had to stop and wait for traffic on the roundabout. I'm still 150 metres away. Oh, my phone's ringing. It'll be my wife for sure. Hopefully saying, do you want to go to the pub? I don't know why she asked. I can't remember the last time I would have ever said no. So, jeez, it's going to take me bloody 5 minutes to get through the first roundabout. Anyway, I heard, I haven't read the full story, but apparently, and if you're watching this and you're not from Australia or Queensland or Southeast Queensland, we don't have tornadoes, but apparently there was a supercell, or what they call it, what the Weather Bureau of Meteorology called a supercell, went through Brisbane this morning. And part of that was a tornado. It dropped the tornado down on the Brisbane airport, and apparently it caused a reasonable amount of damage, which is unusual. I don't even know if I've ever heard of a tornado in or around the Brisbane area before. Up on the ranges up here, we had one out of Pittsburgh last week, and there's one down at Tenterfield, I think, somewhere down there. So I don't know if we get to call this climate change or if it's just one of those things. I mean, we've only been keeping records here in Australia, or reliable records, for 100 years, so it's not to say it hasn't happened before, because we really don't know. I'd love to know what they're building in there. I'm assuming it's a part of the school, but it's a big setup. Oh, this is going to be a long trip home. I've got another red light now after getting through that roundabout. tornado. I don't know if anybody was hurt. I haven't heard. I'll have to probably catch it on the news this evening. The other thing I was going to do this week, but I never got around to, well, I sort of half did. I was going to go past Newtown Park in the Queensland State Rose Garden and put some video up of the Rose Garden, which I've taken the video, but I just haven't been back around that way to put the video together, but I'll do that next week, all things being equal, hopefully. I also read again a couple of videos ago, I mentioned something about Kawasaki going electric, and a bit more information I found out was that by 2035, I'm going to get this wrong, by 2035 they want to have, I don't know, a majority of their bikes being battery operated electric bikes. What do they call them? Electrical? I don't know, they've got an acronym for them. So, and I think the story I read said for a company that doesn't even have any electric bikes on the books or being developed, seems like a tall order. They're talking mainly about high population Asian countries, India and China and places like that, lots and lots and lots of motorcycles. And little motorcycles, not big things like this monster I get around on. So that was that. Then tomorrow I was going to go to the Rose Garden and have a look around, but I'm not sure because there's a motorcycle swap meet down at Laley. It's a $10 entry, which I guess is, I have trouble with places that want to charge you to go in to buy stuff, but I also figure it's for the historical motorcycle club, so I figure it's as much a fundraising event as it is paying to get in somewhere. So I might go down and donate $10 and have a look and check out. I think I mentioned this in Wednesday's videos that there's a place down there claiming to have the best potato chips in the Lucky Valley, so I have to put that claim to the test. You stopping there, mate? You're not, yeah, good. But there's supposed to be storms and stuff around, so I'll just have to keep an eye on the weather. I also want to get up early and see if I can get a picture of a cow's face, a big close-up of a cow's face with a big long lens. I've got a 70 to 200mm lens that will fit on my little Canon. See how that turns out. Probably spend a bit of time in my garden on Sunday. I want to clean a few things up, get a bit overgrown. And the helmet, I was going to mention yesterday, the helmet, the NXR2, I think they call it, the SHOEI helmet. And the only thing just really bugs me, really, probably shouldn't, I don't know, but they can land a man on the moon, they can put a friggin' remote control car with a camera on Mars, but they can't make a quiet helmet for riding on a motorcycle. All the reviews, I bought this thing, cost me $760. The bloke down that I bought it off was kind enough to give me a 10% discount off the list price, which I was very pleased with. But yeah, I bought it. I went out because you can't sort of road test these things. You can't. They don't let you. So I was relying on everyone's review of it, YouTube reviews, I suppose. And they all said it's quiet. It's quiet. It's the quietest helmet they've ever had. Quiet. It's quiet. And that was that told me. The rest of it didn't care. You know, I mean, it is a nice light helmet. If you're ripping down the highway and you want to change lanes and you turn your head, it doesn't tear your head off when you turn sideways. It's a nice fit. It does all those things, but quiet, it's not. I can't. Quiet to me would be able to put it on, ride down the highway, and still have a conversation with yourself. Not be annoyed by the tornado that's going on inside the helmet. So how they decide that's quiet, I've got no idea. I've only owned 4 helmets. One was a HJC. I've had 2 SHOEIs and I've had this thing on. I don't even. It's only a cheap. Actually, this is the quietest helmet I've had, and it's the cheapest one I own. And it looks as ugly as sin. I can actually ride on the highway on this thing without earplugs. So go figure. But I got the, like I said, I got the SHOEI. I'm not going to ride it around town. It's just, like I said, it's a $760 it cost me, and I get scratched and dropped and all that sort of stuff in day-to-day use because I ride to work every day, obviously. So I'm just going to keep the SHOEI for when I go out on the highway and longer trips and stuff like that. And the other thing with a expensive helmet like that is people seem to want to nick them. So if any time I get off the bike, I'm going to have to carry the bloody thing with me. So that's the SHOEI. If you want a quiet helmet, it's, I don't know. If you've got a, what's your definition? If you watch this, what's your definition of quiet? Because having a mini tornado going on in your head isn't quiet to me. That was a bit of a rant, wasn't it? But yeah, they can put a bloody remote controlled camera on Mars, but helmets still make noise. Oh, I don't even know. I better go a different way. I think I've just been an autopilot. We'll go up here just to be different, just for the sake of the title of the video, which is Waverley Street. And we'll go under another one of those bridges, which is about as unexciting as you can get. Oh, pardon me. Transit to Brisbane, so it should land there over the weekend, be up here Monday and delivered Monday, Tuesday. That'll be good. I don't think it'll make much difference in the world, but like I said, I won't need the adapter that I've got on this one. I can just one less thing to lose. Good old Ruffin Street. They say all roads lead to Rome, but in Toowoomba all roads lead to Ruffin Street. Here we go. Oh no, it's coming. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Here we go. And there's North Street and my little house, which I owe $9 on. Oh, Nissan 370Z. I'll have a go at that too. So just it's a big if, because I think the last video had 1 view. But if you're still here, just drop us a line in the comments and say hi. Let me know what you think. If I've got any areas to improve in this video making thing. I'm still loving the 3-footed monster. That is fantastic. I have a green arrow. Let's go, guys. Green enough, isn't it? Ooh, that'll be. There we go. Home sweet home. Junga junga junga. Oh, 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 oh. So, no tornadoes here. Everything looks to be in place. Good thing. And we'll see you on Monday for trip number 10.